Hello, YouTube. Welcome to Super Lorcana World. It's your one-stop shop for everything Lorcana. Yesterday was the LORECAST. The LORECAST discussed a whole bunch of new cards, which is today's video, and the whole bunch of updates for competitive play, which is tomorrow's video. Now, I wanted to make the big video last night and just get all this stuff out of the way, but I actually wanted to take some time and analyze some of these cards because for those of you that do not know, I print out proxies of everything. If there's a Lorcana card revealed, it's printed out as a 4 of in proxies, and I'm playing with it right away. I love just playing with new cards in this game. I don't know why. I haven't really been attached to any card game like that before. But with Lorcana, I just love printing out the new cards and just storing them in decks and see what works, or building new decks around them. So I want to take the time, a day, basically, to play with the new cards before I made this video, and just give proper analysis on whether or not they are good or not, and talk about them. And that's what we're doing on today's video. And tomorrow's video will be the whole competitive play thing. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. Let me know anything in the comments. And of course, like and subscribe. I'd appreciate that. So we'll start here with Anna. Anna is a 2-drop, inkable 1 foil quest for 1. If you have another hero character in play, it gets +1 lore. For a 2-drop, not too bad, but it could be a lot better. Not super meta relevant, in my opinion. You could build a really cool aggro strategy around this, I suppose, but it's hard to do. Bruno Madrigal. This set brings in the Madrigals, which are really cool. And this Bruno guy here, he's a 5-drop uninkable 4/5 the quest for 1. We play this character. So the character gains when this character is banished in a challenge. You may return this card to your hand this turn. So the whole point of this card is you play it, you give something the ability to return a hand when it's killed itself in a challenge. And that's what he's there for. Now, I was trying this card, and, it does give you some cool combos. It lets you reuse and abuse certain cool boss monsters even, which is really nice. I don't think it's a 4 of by any stretch of the imagination, though, especially it's uninkable and the lore value is not too great on it. You probably won't play this card. But if you want to justify maybe a 1 of here or there, unless you're doing something crazy, then I think it's okay. But besides that, no, not really. Got Daisy Duck is a 1/1/3 for that quest for 1. Nothing crazy there. Dolores Madrigal. 4-drop inkable 3/3 the quest for 2. When you play this character, if your opponent has an exerted character in play, with draw a card. It's basically a 4-drop draw 1 that exerts for 2. I'd rather play something a lot cheaper, even if it doesn't give me enough lore. I think this card is okay, but it's nothing great in the meta. Anyway, Felix Madrigal is a 3/2/4 that quest for 2, whatever, it's vanilla. Mickey Mouse here. Looks like this one is a bit of a different art because of the different colors and the lore here and the weird lines. It's definitely interesting. But anyway, enough of that. Mickey Mouse here's a 5-drop 3/4 quest for 2, shift for 3 on a Mickey Mouse, resist 1, and when we play this character, deal damage to chosen character equal to the number of broom characters you have in play. Not a bad card at all. If you get 3 or 4 brooms on the board, this is doing some serious damage. I like it a lot, and I threw it in the broom deck, the steel amethyst broom deck, which is basically the way you play brooms now. You gotta play them steel amethyst. But I threw it in there, and he's a nice little removal card that gets rid of annoying things. The fact that you can shift for 3 is really good because you play Mickey Mouse in the broom deck, and maybe becomes a 3-drop, and that's really cool. So yeah, you definitely play this card in the broom strategy. It's really good. We have Goofy. 4-drop inkable 2/4 quest for 1 with rush. Whenever this character challenges another character, gain 2 lore. This is really cool. I haven't been able to pull off a successful combo with this yet. But, the most I was able to pull off is 2 attacks, which is right away 4 lore before it killed itself. Now, you could really do some cool things with this card. Like, with Goofy, you have the Ruby cards that unexert, that are, I guess, ready your cards, but they can only challenge. That's fine, because Goofy really does well with that. And as Rush, so it can do the turn it comes out, it can just surprise punch people out of nowhere. I guess combos you could use with this include Amber healing, so it can keep going, or Steel, resist type of stuff. Now, I think the card's a bit of a... It is good. It will see play, but it is entirely dependent on your opponent's board. If your opponent has a bunch of stuff that Goofy can pick off, if you get 2 or 3 attacks in, Goofy's really good. If it can only get 1 attack in, it's not really that good. But definitely doable. You can definitely build some stuff around it. Then we have Hans, a 3-drop, 3/2 that quests for 2, and when you play this character, if you have a princess or queen character in play, if a princess or queen character is in play, gain a lore. So on play, gain a lore is good. Then it gets you 2 lore. Like, it's not too bad in a bit of a ramp strategy. There is no good ramp strategy. Like, there is because a lot of your blue cards, like Bell, for instance, they are, whatever. It's okay. Like, is it worth the spot in your deck, though? I don't think it is. That's what I think. Julieta Madrigal. 3-drop inkable, 1 for the quest for 1. Play this character, remove up to 2 damage counters, 2 damage from chosen character. If you remove damage, you may draw a card. That's not too bad. It's like a mini Rapunzel. I don't see why you would play this instead of Rapunzel. So there's that. It's okay. Louisa Madrigal, the 4-drop, magically strong 1, 4/3 the quest for 1 with Rush. It's okay stats on Rush. Not super great card though overall. I don't think I see a whole lot of play. Mirabelle Madrigal. Got a 5-drop uninkable 3/5 the quest for 2 with support. And whenever this character quests, your other Madrigal characters get +1 lore this turn. So this is the card that made me want to build a bunch of the Madrigal deck. Like, with your Madrigal cards, right? There's no more up here, which is good. So we have like this one. You got Julieta. You got Louisa. You got Felix. You got Dolores. And you got Bruno, right? So there's 24 cards in your deck right now. And you're forced to play Amber Amethyst, which honestly is a pretty good color pair anyway. So that's fine. But you quest, and then you gotta go wide to have your other Madrigals benefit because they get 1 lore each. It's a cool strategy. I don't think it's top tier, and support is good too, but like, this is your heart and soul. You need to draw this card, which you can do, but it's a little bit of a... It's weak. It's very, very weak in my opinion. Maybe more Madrigals make this a lot better, but for now, I think it's okay. Maybe tier 2, if you build everything. If you build 4 Madrigals and everything, you know what I mean? It's okay. Build its own deck, it's bad. It's fine. Not great, but fine. Mulan. 6-drop inkable 2/6 that quest for 2 with shift 5. This is our first legendary we've come across. It's been rares and a super rare, but like now we got legendaries. So shift 5 is nice. Straight shooter, when you play this character, if you use shift to play her, she has +3 attack this turn. That's not bad. And it gives you a nice benefit to shift, which is cool. And there's Mulans to shift onto, so it's not too bad. And the triple shot here. During your turn, whenever this character deals damage to another character in a challenge, deal the same amount of damage to 2 other characters. This card's crazy. This card basically attacks 1 creature and then attacks 3 creatures at the same time, but won't take damage back on 1. The card is insane. There's actually a really cool situation in testing where I shifted this in a Ruby deck, and it was a really wide board because it was like Stitch. And I was able to unsuspend it with one of those cards that unsuspends your Ruby cards, and it killed 6 things. Like, that's incredible. That's a really good card. And this card will see meta play, without a doubt. As much meta play as Ruby offense aggro can see, but it will be in the meta. You'll have to play around it here and there. Rapunzel, 5-drop inkable 3/5 that quest for 3. While you have a character named Pascal in play against Ward. I'd rather just play Aurora, honestly. But other than Pascal, not bad stats on Rapunzel, but I don't think it's worth it. We've got Triton's Trident. Oh, here we go. 2-drop inkable item. Banish this item. Chosen characters +1 attack this turn for each of your card in your hand. This makes potentially a really strong attacker. It might see plays on one of because of that, but nothing crazy. Ursala. Ursala's Return, I've heard the set be called. Well, Ursula's a legendary here with 7-drop inkable, 4/7 quest for 3 with shift. Whenever this character quests, exert chosen character. Nice. And other characters can't exert to sing songs. This is literally Ariel anti-meta, which is really cool because songs are everywhere in the game. And you have the Steel Amber song deck, which is really good. Ursala just gives that strategy the finger. And you know what finger I'm talking about, not this finger. I think it's a really good card. And it even does something against decks that don't have songs either, because it just exerts something when you quest. so that you can attack it or whatever. Really powerful card. We'll see play. Absolutely. Yen Sid. Now, I want to make a comment real quick. You don't have to test cards in some cases to know cards are good, right? Like, I tested the cards already just because I wanted to do that. But, like, Yen Sid is one of those cards that you look at and, you know, even the most uneducated person can say, yeah, this is a shoo-in for brooms. It makes the deck a lot better. And it does. It's just one of those cards. Yen Sid is a 2-drop inkable legendary with 1/3 that quests for 1. When you play this character, if you have the magic broom play, draw a card. That's pretty good. And then while you have 2 or more broom characters in play, it gets +2 lore. This card's crazy. Like, if set 3 had this card and this card, the Mickey, holy moly, would brooms ever be in the meta? Because this strat was dumping all over Ruby Amethyst in my testing. Like, not dumping, that's a strong word. But it was performing really well. It was winning matches. It was really good. It's really good. The card's really good. So, yeah, 4 of mandatory card in the brooms. It makes the brooms go burr. It's really nice. Here we have some promos. Cinderella, Dragonfire, Let Go, Rapunzel, He's Touch, okay, whatever. And finally is Ariel. This card's really good too. You have a 6-drop inkable 3 at the quest for 2 with shift 4. And whenever you play a song, you may pay 2 to deal 3 damage to chosen character. It's really, really powerful card. I want to show you something really cool here. And the best way to do this is through TCG Play. I should have brought this up earlier, but you know, what can you do? This Ariel here has had some market movement. People have been buying this Ariel up. Now, there's so many Ariels, and I had a lot more sales yesterday. Look at all these 320 sales. Look at all these 320 sales. Like, this card was hitting up to like almost $5, right? This card is being targeted by the players now. There's so many Ariels out there that it'll be hard to eat up all the supply. Maybe by next Market Watch we'll see more movements. And I've been investing in this card, as I mentioned on Market Watches before, because I know this card's bananas. Well, looky hold, you have a 3-drop Ariel that you can play on turn 3, grab a song, and then turn 4 shift on it with this Ariel, who's got 8 toughness and 2 lore, with a nice little payoff when you play songs as well. It's crazy. Sure, you give up Singer 5, but is that really a big deal? If it is, you don't do it. You know, if you want a whole new world with your Ariel, don't shift on it first. But like, oh man, this card's just crazy good. And it's another big tool for the Steel Amber Song deck. Really powerful card. Anyway, that's all the new cards. Usually these videos are on Mondays, but you know, with the LORECAST, I just want to cover them now. Let me know what you think about these cards in the comments below, guys, and I'll see you later. Bye.